sounds good.
Okay.
So linking feedback to goals in those two ways is a good technique for gaining the other person's commitment to action. When you are giving feedback, it can be very difficult when the other person gets emotional. They may be shocked, they may cry, they may get angry.
The reason that people so often avoid giving feedback in the first place is because they don't know how to deal with those emotions. They're scared of them and they just think that it's very uncomfortable. And that's why, of course, dealing with emotions is one of the most important advanced skills in giving feedback.
How would you handle someone who's shocked?
Well, let me give you an example. Focus here on Rick, the supervisor, who is handling Rachel, who's shocked.
What? Quality of service that I've been providing? Rick, I thought I was providing excellent service to the customers. I had no idea. No customer in any conversation ever gave me any indication that they weren't extremely happy with me. I thought I was doing a great job. I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm shocked. Oh, goodness. This is so embarrassing. I thought I was just A-okay. Honestly, I did. I thought I was A-okay. I had no idea.
I can understand you being shocked, especially if this is the first time you've heard this.
Well, what can I do about it? I mean, how can I correct this?
Well, I think there are three things that we can do about this. Number one.
Okay, I think he did a fairly good job handling that sort of situation, which is fairly common. He showed empathy, and he acknowledged that she actually had a right to be shocked.
That's right. He let her know by saying, look, I understand that you might be a little shocked if you haven't heard this before.
What if the person cries, just literally bursts into tears right in front of you when you're giving feedback? What do you do then?
I think there are three things that you need to remember in that particular situation. First of all, the person is probably going to be quite embarrassed about the fact that they're crying. So what you need to do is say something to them that lets them know that it's okay for them to cry. I call it giving them permission. So say something like, that's okay, take your time. Secondly, you need to give them a little time and space to get over it. So you just need to kind of sit there silently without saying too much, because they will eventually come out of it. The third thing is when they do start coming out of it, and they'll say something, they'll signal it to you, you can then gradually proceed with the conversation. Don't kind of go straight back to business, but just kind of gradually move.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Why don't we talk about this and maybe we can sort this out?
Yeah. Okay.
That one worked.
Yeah, I think one of the very common mistakes that a lot of people make, particularly men, is that when they're dealing with someone who starts crying, they kind of just freak out. They don't know how to handle it. And of course, what they do then is they say, oh, look, it's okay. Why don't we continue this conversation a little later on? Now, that is a big mistake. Don't do it. It's the wrong thing to do.
Now, here's a challenging one. What do you do if they get angry?
Two things. I think, first of all, empathy is always a good skill to use with an angry person. Saying something to them that lets them know that you have some idea of what it is like to be in their shoes.
But at least you're listening to them.
Precisely. There is, though, I think, another skill that can be very useful with an angry person. And it's really based on the idea that if somebody is angry with you, what they really want is they want you to acknowledge it. They want you to take some responsibility. They want to kind of blame you, and they want you to say, yes, you're right. Now, the problem is you may not actually agree with everything that they are saying, but there may be some small part of what they're saying that you can actually agree with, that is actually a justified comment. And I call that partial acknowledgement. You're not acknowledging or agreeing with everything, just with a part of it. So, use empathy and then a partial acknowledgement, and that should get the anger level down. Take a look at this.
This is so annoying. I have worked so hard. I have put so much time and effort. I can't believe that this is going on. I can't believe what is I resent it. I resent everyone in accounting for what they have said, for the reports they have given, for the report. I resent it. I resent it. I resent it.
Look, it's obviously you're pretty mad about this.
Yes, I am angry, and if the truth be known, I'm very angry at you. Why? You didn't give me training. You didn't give me resources. You didn't give me support. You didn't give me what I needed, and I'm very, very disgusted with you. Yeah.
You're right, Rachel. I haven't given you very much training on this, and I'm sorry. But I think we can work this out.
When we're talking about emotions, can you summarize what the key points are for dealing with anybody who gets emotional?
Yeah, well, okay, there are a number of skills. Now, the thing is that you use different skills in different combinations depending on the situation. But I think the really important thing to remember is that when you have the skills, you will know that you can handle any situation where the person is getting emotional. So you don't have to be scared of emotions. You know that whatever comes up, you'll be able to deal with it, and that's very important.